Hello, welcome to another ADHD Customs, where today we're going to be replacing the thermostat on my PD150 ARL engine. Okay, here we go. The thermostat on these is actually hidden down here underneath this. So if you pop this off of this bracket, just move that out of the way, then if you look there, that's the thermostat housing there. So I'm going to remove this bolt here to get this bracket off that holds the vacuum reservoir. So I'll do that now. Oh, by the way, that is a big chunky what size is that? C8 CR Allen key. Just goes into this bolt here. Okay, there it is there, just here. So this is very tricky to get through. If I remember rightly, I have to use a 10mm on this socket, but it's really hard to get that down in there and onto there. So I'm gonna have to do this with a phone down. Okay, the bolts are now out. It's a fiddly. The one down there is fiddly as hell. You just got to take a while with this down in the gap and just tiny bits at a time. You slowly get there. Anyway, my thermostat is already removed, so pull that out, move it up to the side. There you go. So what I'm now going to do is give that a clean up in there, and then get ready to put the new thermostat and O-ring in. I might even use a piece of gasket sealer on this just to be sure. Right, I've now given this a bit of a clean up. I've also given that a clean up all in there, and I gave it a little sand over, a little bit of sandpaper to get all the grime out of it so the O-ring seats properly. I'm also going to be using a little bit of gasket sealer just on the edge of this plastic thing here, just to be sure. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing now. Okay, here we go. Here's the thermostat. I'm not sure if it's got a certain way it goes in, but I'm going to be putting it in that way, just there, like that, just like that, and then the O-ring will be going in there, just like, oops, sorry, just like that. That looks right to me. Okay, there we go. Then bolts are back in. That's pretty solid. Now to put this bracket back onto there to attach the vacuum reservoir. Okay, bracket is now back on. Vacuum reservoir just has this little thing on. Has this little thing on the back there that just pops into there. Pop it in. There we go. And that lives lovely there. Right. Let's start putting coolant in this thing and run it up and see if the thermostat actually worked to give me heat in the cab again. One litre. Right, I've just gone and filled these two up with water just in case I need to top up again once it's done. Oh, that's gone down already. Is it? That's a weird. Couldn't tell if that's a water line or just whether. No, that needs more water in it. Right, I'll top it up again. Okay, now we're letting it get up to temperature whilst keeping topping up the water. Let it do its thing. I won't bore you with this bit. I'll come back to you in a minute when it's actually warmed up. Not sure if you saw the other video when I was having trouble getting the water to flow back, but look, we have flow back. Look, it's flowing back. That's a good sign. Okay, we've got lukewarm heat going to the heater matrix pipe. That's a good sign. That's a really good sign. Thermostat hasn't opened yet. Although that's got a bit hot. It might be starting to open. Yeah, that's a good sign. Good sign. Yes, we've got hot air in the cab. We have hot air in the cab. We have hot air in the cab. Yes! Just needed a thermostat. Hey! Now, if only I could do my wheel bolts up, I could drive to work on Tuesday. Wow. Happy days. We've been running for about 20 minutes now and the temperature's not getting above that, which before it was actually sitting above the middle line, but now it's just sitting there. The thermostat's definitely open though, because the pipes going to the radiator are hot and the pipes from it are, well, they're lukewarm, but the middle one's hot. The pipes going to here are hot. A bit too much water in there at the minute, but it seems to have worked. Oh, thank God for that. Seems to have worked. Thank God. All that work wasn't for nothing. So, let's break this down, shall we? I suddenly was having no heat in the cab. The car was starting to overheat. I took it apart at the weekend. If you see the last video of the timing belt and the water pump, you see the water pump was definitely gone, but also the thermostat was stuck closed, and I think it's been stuck closed the whole time, because when I got this car, the whole time I've been driving it, I've always wondered why the temperature sits just above where it should, and I always assumed that because this is an engine from a different car with a dial from the B3 Passat, I just assumed maybe this engine runs hotter than normal cars because, you know, it's a bit more power, and it's just the dial in the cab had to go a bit higher because, you know, mix and match. But it turns out that my thermostat has been closed the whole time. So anyway, happy days. Everything seems to be good. I've got heat in the cab again. I need to sort out my dials on the heater, but for now I've switched them under the dash. But all I need the heater for in the car is to switch it on if the windscreen needs doing. So anyway, I'm happy with that. I'm just going to let it run for a bit longer just to make sure the thermostat's open and the water can circulate, and I don't have to top it up anymore. But that's done. Apart from being able to do my wheel bolts up so I can go to work tomorrow, the car is done. So anyway, yeah, happy days. And there it is, people. Lovely hot air coming out of my vents again. Happy freaking days. Anyway, peeps, thanks for watching. Rat rod, the show season soon. I've got to get this MOT'd and do an oil shaft seal, gearbox, no, drive shaft oil seal on this. Get some rear tyres, and that'll be going to shows. Show season is coming up, and we're doing lots of my show videos coming up soon as well, so watch out for that, peeps. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that stuff. Check out my merch as well, link in the description below, and cheers for watching again.